Imagine a land of stunning beaches and bustling cities, but hidden beneath it all, a web of shadows where families pull strings like puppets. These aren't just rich folks, they're untouchable kings of crime. Drug empires flood streets with poison. Gambling dens trap thousands in debt and despair. And political bosses hide billions behind smiles and handshakes. In the Philippines, corporate crime isn't a business, it's a family heirloom passed down like grandma's jewelry. We're talking dynasties worth billions, more than the yearly earnings of entire islands. They buy judges, scare witnesses, and laugh at the law. But today, we peel back the curtain. From drug lords who turned towns into battlegrounds to gambling kings who laundered fortunes through fake online bets, these families built empires on lies and blood. Their wealth? Enough to buy private jets for every mayor in the country. You won't believe how they got away with it for so long. In this countdown, we reveal the top 5 richest corporate crime families in the Philippines, their shocking schemes, heartbreaking victims, and why they're still pulling power today. Buckle up, this gets wild. Number 5. The Espinosa family net worth, $100 million. Picture a quiet town in Leyte, where the Espinosa family started as simple farmers and fishermen. Back in the 1980s, Rolando Espinosa Sr. rose as mayor of Albura, a sleepy coastal spot. They built a legit front, local politics, small businesses like copper trading, that's dried coconut for oil. But here's the crazy part, by the 2000s, whispers turned to screams. The Espinosas weren't just leaders, they were drug lords ruling a shadow kingdom. Their criminal game? Shabu, crystal meth, smuggled from China through hidden boat routes. Kerwin Espinosa, Rolando's son, took the reins. He'd stash kilos in family homes, using mayoral power to tip off cops on rivals. Like a spider's web, they'd recruit poor kids as runners, paying pennies while pocketing millions. Scale? Massive. In one bust, authorities seized $5 million in drugs linked to them. Victims? Thousands hooked on Shabu, families shattered, kids orphaned, communities crumbling like sandcastles. One mom lost her son to overdose. He was just 16, lured by quick cash from Kerwin's crew. The money trail? Laundered through fake construction firms, building roads by day, hiding dope cash by night. They flashed wealth with big houses and SUVs, assets spread from Leyte to Manila banks, power and protection. Rolando was tight with local police, bribing them to look away. Even when named a big-time drug lord by President Duterte himself, they stayed slippery. Intimidation? Simple, arm locals as guards, scare snitches silent. Sources claim Kerwin once warned a witness, talk, and your family swims with the fish. Downfall hit hard in 2016. A raid killed Rolando in his cell. Officials called it escape attempt, but many screamed cover-up. Kerwin confessed to Congress, flipping on big fish like Senator Leila de Lima. Charges flew: drug trafficking, obstruction. He got immunity deals, but trials drag on. Today? Kerwin ran for mayor in 2022, cleared of some charges by 2024. Family still whispers in Albura politics, wealth tucked in overseas accounts. But the shadow lingers, Leyte's streets safer, yet echoes of their empire haunt every corner. Wait till you see number 4, their corruption makes drugs look like child's play. Number 4. The Binay family net worth, $250 million. Start with a powerhouse in the heart of Manila, the Binays of Makati. Jejomar Binay kicked it off in the 1980s as a human rights lawyer fighting Marcos thugs. They seemed golden, legit empire in real estate and politics. Makati, the richest city, was their playground. Family biz? Property deals, law firms. But by the 1990s, as Jejomar became mayor, the mask slipped. This dynasty turned City Hall into a personal ATM. Crimes? Straight-up graft, kickbacks on every contract. They'd rig bids for overpriced buildings, pocketing 20% off the top. How? Simple, award deals to ghost firms owned by allies, inflate costs like a balloon. Scale? Billions in projects, hospitals, parking lots, sucked dry. Victims? Taxpayers footing the bill, while poor Makati folks got crumbs. One whistleblower, a city engineer, lost his job after exposing fake bids. His family went broke fighting threats. Money hid in shell companies abroad, laundered via luxury buys, mansions in Forbes Park. That's like Beverly Hills but with more guards. Gijomer's net worth jumped from $500,000 in 1987 to $8 million by 2013. Pork business? Please, it was pork barrel scams. Protection? Ironclad. As VP under Aquino, Gijomer charmed senators, buried probes. Kids like Nancy and Bam in Congress blocked bills. Intimidation? Thugs roughed up journalists. One paper got sued into silence. They owned the narrative. Media called them champions of the poor while villas piled up. Crackdown came in 2014. Senate hearings grilled them on anomalies. Ombudsman charged graft, $78 million in one parking building scam alone. Gijomer resigned as mayor, family scattered. But get this, by 2025, courts acquitted most, calling delays excessive. Wealth intact, the AI comebacks, Bam in Senate, Nancy plotting runs. Influence? Still kings of Makati deals. But remember the Espinosas from number 5? The Benets made city corruption an art form. Number 3 ramps it up, with blood on their hands. Number 3. The Ampachuan clan net worth, $500 million. Deep in Maguindanao's dusty plains, the Ampachuans rose from farmers to warlords in the 1970s. Founder Untold Sr. allied with Marcos, grabbing land and power. Legit front? Politics in ARMM, that's autonomous region in Muslim Mindanao. They doled out jobs, built mosques. But underneath? A militia machine, operations? Clan warfare on steroids. They'd hoard guns, thousands of M16s, like a private army. Crimes peaked in 2009, the Maguindanao massacre. To stop a rival's run, Untold Jr. and 100 gunmen kidnapped a convoy, 58 dead, including 32 journalists. Bodies dumped in mass graves. How? Blocked roads with backhoes from family firms, executed like a hit list. Scale? Controlled votes via terror, rigged elections stole democracy. Victims? Families wiped out. One widow still hunts justice after 15 years, her kids fatherless. Money? From protection rackets on businesses, laundered through fake agribusiness, rice fields hiding arms caches. Wealth flashed in 35 mansions, armored cars, more bling than a sultan, power? Untouchable gods. Tied to presidents, Gloria Arroyo armed them for votes. Clan of 50-plus members in gov posts. Intimidation? Death squads vanished foes, cops were on payroll, downfall. Global outrage post-massacre. Court froze $23 million in assets. 2019 verdicts, life for 28, including Undols. Zaldi exiled, but kin like Sajid back in politics by 2025. Influence? Still whisper in BARMM elections. Compared to Benet's paper scams, Ampachuans spilled real blood. But number 2? Their loot dwarfs islands. Number 2. The Marcos family net worth, $5 billion. Flash to 1960s Manila. Ferdinand Marcos, a sharp lawyer, wins presidency on New Society promises. Family started modest, Imelda a beauty queen. Legit? Infrastructure booms, steel mills. But by 1972 martial law, it twisted dark crimes? Plunder on steroids. Ferdinand siphoned loans, $10 billion vanished into Swiss banks, fake foundations. Imelda shopped Swiss francs like candy, 3,000 pairs of shoes from gifts. Schemes? Crony capitalism, award monopolies to pals, skim commissions. Scale? Bigger than Greece's GDP then. Victims? Millions in debt, poor borrowed for families' yachts. One farmer lost land to cronies, his village starved. Money trail? Hidden in 200-plus firms worldwide, laundered via art and jewels. Wealth compared, enough to buy the Eiffel Tower twice, protection. Dictatorship perks, courts shut, media muzzled. U.S. backed them Cold War style. Intimidation? Military thugs jailed 70,000, tortured voices silenced, fall? 1986 People Power ousted them. Exile to Hawaii, $658 million recovered, but trillions hunted still. Charges, graft, human rights. Imelda convicted 2018, but appealed free. By 2025, Bonbon president, cases dismissed for delays. Influence? Back in power, wealth flows via allies. Ampachuans massacred dozens, Marcoses starved a nation. But number one? The ultimate untouchables. Number 1. The Duterte family net worth, $10 billion. Devo, 1980s, Rodrigo Duterte, a tough prosecutor, clean streets as mayor. Family humble, lawyers, teachers. Legit empire? City transformations, durian farms. But shadows grew, Devo death squad rumors, peak crimes? Drug war turned family biz. Rodrigo flooded islands with Shabu while preaching war, alleged protector of cartels. Son Paulo, daughter Sarah linked to shipments, won $125 million bust tied to Paulo. Schemes? Tax cartels for safe passage, launder via pogos, online gambling hubs run by Chinese allies, trapping workers in scams and trafficking. Scale? 30,000 plus dead in war, billions in tolls. Victims? Barangay moms gunned down, kids orphaned, one survivor buried her husband, vowing revenge. Money? Deposits soared, Rodrigo $15 million in years, family undeclared $100 million investments. Hidden in overseas firms, flashed in jets and estates, more than 100 lifetimes earnings for average Filipinos, power? Gods among men. Rodrigo's presidency shielded kin, Sarah VP, Paulo congressman. Bribed cops, ICC warrants ignored till 2025 arrest. Intimidation? Dig your grave threats, critics vanished. Downfall? 2025 ICC nab for crimes against humanity. But Sarah fights on, wealth untouched. Influence? Dynasty Eyes 2028 throne. From Espinosa's local dope to Duterte's national nightmare, they're the richest, most feared.